Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Manufactured Housing Expert channel. My name's Shane Jaffe. I am the Manufactured Housing Expert, but today we are standing here with Alexis and Christian. They are the creators of Tiny House Expedition. They're phenomenal. You're going to want to check out their channel. So I can't believe I'm standing in front of both of you today. It's just by chance we walked by each other, and thank you for letting me stop you while you were going to the restroom. So how'd you guys get into this? Like, where'd your passion come from? What got you first started in this tiny home expedition?
The first thing was I was coming out of being divorced and looking to change a fresh leaf, and Christian introduced me to tiny houses, and I went down a rabbit hole like a lot of people do, like the YouTube, Pinterest rabbit hole. And this is 7 years ago, right? So a very different place than where we are now, where people tiny house wasn't a term that everyone knew.
Yeah.
But anyway, coming out of that rabbit hole, I was like, it just clicked. It's like, I want to build a tiny house, and I want to take it around the country because of the storytelling potential. Because there's so many different kinds of people who are into this movement that it's really fascinating that, people from all walks of life are going to live in under 400 square feet, and sometimes mobile, sometimes, stationary, sometimes with families. And anyway, so I pitched this crazy idea to Christian. And
I was like, okay, that sounds great. I just need my bed and air conditioning, and I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, that was all I was ready for it. We talked about how to pay for it, but
I told him not to worry about it.
Yeah. Money doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
Details.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the beginning.
Very cool. So how long have you been at this? I look at you guys as promoting this lifestyle, encouraging people, and how long have you been doing this?
Well, see, we finished building our tiny house about 5 years ago. So we've been in our house for that long, and we've traveled for 4.5 of those years, crisscrossing the United States to document all aspects of the tiny movement.
Yeah. And as of now, we call ourselves the world's most traveled tiny house because we've done 55,000 miles with a tiny house on wheels.
Wow!
So, and that's twice as much as we know of anybody else that's traveled with a tiny house. So
in the RV world, that's like maybe a drop in the hat.
But
so you traveled 55,000 miles around the United States in a tiny home.
Yep.
Yeah.
How many square feet is your home?
It's 130 square feet.
130 square feet.
Yeah. So so it's like 17 and a half long on the inside, and then 6'9" on the width on the inside. So
wow.
It's small.
6'9" on the width.
Yeah.
17 on the length.
Yeah.
So I got to ask you a question that everyone's dying to hear. Do you still live in this home?
We do.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
And we still love each other.
This is so awesome. Like, what message do you have for anyone who's interested in the tiny home expedition, tiny home movement?
Well, of course, check out our YouTube channel.
So tell us, so what is your YouTube channel?
Our YouTube channel is Tiny House Expedition, and this is a great way to get introduced to the different styles of tiny house, because not one size doesn't fit all. There's many shapes and forms of tiny living. Maybe a school bus conversion is right for you, or maybe it's a 400 square foot tiny home, or maybe it's a park model. But we go in depth into real life tiny homes, like where people put their laundry, like boring stuff like that, and then
really
also big picture stuff, like what was the motivation behind that. I think that's a great place to start because it helps you to identify what your goals are. And for us, the tiny house is a tool to achieve your financial and lifestyle goals, period. It's more than the house, it's the lifestyle.
Very awesome. Is there anything else that you'd like to share? I don't know all the questions to ask, but you guys, you've done these interviews, I'm sure.
We're such tiny nerds.
So here's a question that everybody is tiny nerds. So here's a question everybody's gonna ask. What did it cost you to build your home?
Good question.
It's in materials. It costs $25,000.
$25,000.
Yeah. So, and that's me working on it pretty much every day for 9 months.
Okay.
So we did things like we hired somebody to do the electrical and plumbing because we wanted it to code, like to house code. And then I had a friend help me with the rafters because I just can't do that math. But yeah, so they're about $25,000.
Okay. You know, another question that comes to mind just as we're talking. What's your background? What did you do before you did this?
I've been in commercial photography and video, so I've been doing TV commercials and small film projects and stuff like that. And Alexis has a background in film too, so that's kind of why the documentary part of what we were doing came about.
Yeah, but I was working at a marketing agency. I was kind of getting over that and looking to get back to my filmmaking roots, and so that's part of the inspiration for this.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. You guys are motivation for a lot of people in downsizing, living within their means at an affordable rate. Especially we're here in Del Mar, California, one of the most expensive areas to live in the state of California, also the country. So there's nothing boring about the Tiny House Expedition, despite what they say. You got to check out their channel. And thank you so much for giving me the time. I know you guys are busy. Really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Check out the Tiny House Expedition. And we look forward to sharing more videos with you.